To divide a polynomial by a monomial, divide each term in the polynomial by the monomial. Make sure to write each quotient in lowest terms. Let's look at some examples. In the first example, we have the polynomial 10x to the second power, or we can say 10x squared minus 25x plus 35 divided by 5. We begin by dividing each term in the polynomial by 5. We can do this by rewriting the problem as 3 fractions. After we divide each fraction, we get 2x squared minus 5x plus 7. In the next example, we have the polynomial 4x to the fourth power minus 7x to the third power plus 12x squared divided by 4x to the third power. Again, we can rewrite the problem as 3 fractions and divide. Our final answer is x minus 7/4 plus 3 over x. In the last example, we have the polynomial 6a squared b to the fourth power minus 9a to the third power b to the third power plus 4a to the third power b to the fourth power divided by a to the third power b to the fourth power. Once again, we rewrite the problem as 3 fractions and divide. Our answer is 6 over a minus 9 over b plus 4. When dividing a polynomial by another polynomial with 2 or more terms, we need to rewrite the problem as if we were dividing whole numbers, making sure that both polynomials are written in descending powers of the variables. Let's look at an example. Here we have the polynomial 2k squared plus 17k plus 30 being divided by the binomial k plus 6. First, we rewrite the problem as if dividing whole numbers, in other words with a division bar. Next, we take the first term of the polynomial on the inside and divide it by the first term of the polynomial on the outside. In this case, 2k squared divided by k, which gives us 2k. We write this result above the division line. Next, we take 2k and multiply it to the polynomial on the outside. So we multiply 2k times k plus 6. Which gives us 2k squared plus 12k. We write this result below the inside polynomial. Next, we want to subtract. An easy way to do this is to mentally change the signs on 2k squared plus 12k. Or you can change the signs and circle them so you know these signs are the ones you're going to use. We now combine like terms or add, and we get 5k. The next thing you need to do is bring down the last term in the inside polynomial, the 30. Now we repeat the steps we did earlier. Again, we take the first term, 5k, and divide it by k to get 5. Write the 5 above the division line and multiply back to k plus 6. This will give you 5k plus 30. Write the result below. Again, subtract by changing the signs and adding. This will give you 0. Which means you have no remainder. Your final answer is 2k plus 5. In some polynomials, there will be a missing term. When this happens, add the missing term with a 0 coefficient as a placeholder for the missing term. Let's look at an example. Divide 4x to the third power plus 3x minus 8 by x plus 2. Notice in this example, the x squared term is missing. We can add this term to the polynomial as 0x squared. Next, rewrite the problem with a division bar. Divide the first term of the inside polynomial by the first term of the outside polynomial, that is 4x to the third power divided by x, which gives us 4x squared. Write 4x squared above the division line. Next, multiply 4x squared by the outside polynomial x plus 2 to give you 4x to the third power plus 8x squared. Write this down below. Again, to subtract, we change the signs on the 2 terms we just wrote and add. This will give us negative 8x squared. Next, bring down the next term from the inside polynomial. We now repeat what we did earlier. Take negative 8x squared and divide it by x to give us negative 8x. Write this answer above the division bar and multiply it back to x plus 2. Doing so will give you negative 8x squared minus 16x. Write this down below. Again, to subtract, we change the signs on the result we just got and add. This will give you 19x. Bring down the last term from the inside polynomial. Now take 19x and divide it by x to give you 19. Write this answer above the division bar and multiply back to x plus 2 to give you 19x plus 38. Write this result down below. Again, change signs and add. Notice this time we get a remainder of negative 46. Remember to include any remainders in your final answer. In this example, the answer is 4x squared minus 8x plus 19 minus 46 over x plus 2. You should look over the examples on the web page and then test your knowledge using Test Yourself.